Welcome back to another episode on To The Mic. Today we are going to be discussing part 2. Did Nala lie about being a Christian?
I usually avoid internet drama, including when it involves me, because I think it's mostly kind of silly and stupid and doesn't deserve a response. However, this little piece of internet drama, which involves at least my show, I think is helpful because there's a broader political and religious point to make on it. There's an accusation that a gal who sat down on my show for a Michael And episode, really long interview, Nala Ray, that she was totally lying, that she lied to my face, that she made it all up. Nala Ray worked in, she was very successful in on Only, and then she says she had a conversion and she quit and she gave it up and now she covers up. She wears clothing that's not revealing, and she got married, and she says that she converted to Christianity. And we sat down and talked about this. I think it's a really interesting conversation. You can go check it out on my YouTube channel and on your favorite podcast app. But there's this allegation going around the internet that people kept tagging me, and that's the only way I saw it, that she was actually lying about the whole thing. The Whatever podcast posted said, so Nala was lying about everything, and then a bunch of other accounts said Nala was lying, and she lied to Michael Knowles' face, and she didn't really convert, and she didn't really give up, and it's all fake. And here's the clip that they played.
As a viral creator I went on so many podcasts because I knew the only way to grow my was to be viral, and it's such an oversaturated platform right now, and I've been on it for like 5.5 years. So everything I've said on podcasts is complete clickbait. I did it to go viral to then make money, and it worked. I said whatever I needed to because I understand the male brain, and I needed to make money, and I was like,
wait,
I
so
got taken down.
You lied about everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so that's the clip that's going around, and because I think my show was probably the biggest show that she went on of all these podcasts. So people keep tagging me in this and saying, see, she's admitting that she made it up. She didn't really convert. She didn't really give up. She just did it to make money and grow her only channel and her account. And so she's a total sociopath. That's the line. So I said, well, I don't know. I mean, I only sat down with this girl one time, but she struck me as basically sincere. So I'm really surprised to hear that. Maybe there's a little more context here. So then I look for the context. What was she saying? That's a 30-second clip or something. What was the full context of what she was saying? And this is what I discovered.
Get over the cheating kink, Nala.
I am so happy we get to finally address this. So as a viral creator on Only, like when I was on Only about 8-9 months ago, I went on so many podcasts because I knew the only way to grow my Only was to be viral, and it's such an oversaturated platform right now, and I've been on it for like 5.5 years. So everything.
Oh, so 5.5 years, and she made her $9 million. Wow.
So if you do the 9 million divided by 5.5 years, that's a pretty good sum of money.
Oh, yeah.
Is that tax free?
No, of course she's got to pay tax on it. Yeah, she's got to pay tax on that, and then I think OnlyFans gets a cut, or that's her profit, and or that's the grow. I have no idea. Couldn't care less how much she made or whatever.
Absolutely, yeah.
But what gets me with him is like he's bringing this clip up, and I will say, yeah, if that is true, that's the clip he's talking about that's been circulating to say, see, she's been lying. Yeah, I mean, it's obvious. Whoever, if that's true, that this clip was edited wrong. That's She wasn't talking about she was lying about Christianity or that she converted.
Right.
But he's not bringing up anything about what he said about Pearl, what he was discussing on that interview. He's not talking about, not mentioning anything about the fact that she was still on OnlyFans, still collecting money, making money and profits off the nudity of her videos and pics and all that stuff. And no, doesn't bring that up.
And still had the OnlyFans account 24 hours before attending his show.
Apparently, yeah. and there's proof of this. I mean, the proof is out there. But he's denying all this.
No.
I saw her on my show. I thought she looked like she was honest, and You're a journalist. I mean, okay, he's not.
Do your research. Do your research.
2 minutes. All he had to do was,
Absolutely.
when did she become Christian? Okay. Is her only can still, man, she got baptized in December of 2023, New Year's Day, January 1st, still on OnlyFans, raising her prices.
3-4 times.
February, March, April. I mean, it's like, come on, buddy.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? But he won't bring any of this up.
No.
This is what bugs me.
Simp.
Yeah.
Thing I've said on podcasts is complete clickbait. I did it to go viral to then make money, and so many people believed it, and it worked. So that's what's so like crazy about the internet. And if you've heard it before, it's very true. The internet is not real. So like everything I've said, like, oh my God, I love cheating. Like, dude, I was so freaking dead single at the time. Like, who would I have cheated on, bro? Like, so for me, I made up this complete character that everyone believed in, and everyone was like, I was very controversial to people, and I was very, like, some people really, really liked me. But at the end of the day, social media is just fake news. So I never had a cheating kink. I've been single for such a long time, especially when I was on Only. And I said whatever I needed to because I understand the male brain, and I needed to make money, and I was like, bet.
But isn't the counter to this position that if you spent that much time lying about that, why should we assume you're not spending time lying about this?
Because you can, as a Christian, if you doubt me, as a Christian, you should look at the fruits of the Spirit. And if you really do, like if you can't have an actual conversation with me to see where my focuses lie now, just ask God and look at the fruit of the Spirit.
So the context of this is
Take a look at Michael. Take a look at Michael Knowles. Take a look at how he's agreeing with her by nodding his head. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Come on, listen.
She's saved. She's a Christian. And let's look at the fruit of the spirits, like she's saying.
Right.
She got baptized, is going on social media stuff, talking about how she's a Christian.
Right.
And now she's, changed her life. But yes, she's still collecting money off of
Absolutely.
Off her nudity.
Absolutely.
Her OnlyFans account is still open. It's running. It wasn't until the day before she went on his show that she finally shut it down.
That's right.
But let's look at the fruit of the spirits. Mm-hmm. And he's not bringing any of that up. That's what's bugging me. He's just trying to save face here, like, see, I didn't do anything wrong, like, and to defend a woman.
Bullshit baffles minds. Remember that.
This is what bugs me.
Yeah.
She's asked, when you were on this show last time and you said you had a kink, a fetish for cheating or being cheated on, is that true? And she says, no, I lied then. I was lying on podcasts when I was on, and because I understood the male brain and because it's a fantasy and I was giving people that fantasy, but it was a lie. I didn't even have a boyfriend at the time. And so the follow-up question, which is a good question, is, okay, if you were lying then, how do we know you're not lying now that you've given up? And she says, well, you judge it by the fruits of the Spirit. Text Knowles to 98.
Yeah, and let's judge it by the fruit of the spirits. He doesn't bring any other stuff up. She still had her OnlyFans account. No. To say that he didn't hear that rumor going around, it's not a rumor, it's the facts. But that he hasn't heard of that?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
This guy's, he doesn't work by himself. He's got a producer. He's got other people working.
Sure.
Come on. This is what bugs me.
98. For those on top of that house of cards, the strategy remains the same. Diversify your savings. There are so many. That is why you want IRA and physical gold. It only takes the removal with gold. Text Knowles. You will receive a free 1 ounce of the Daily Wire for the past 8 years. You can at WLAS. 98 in gold. And then she further proves that previous clip was dishonest because she refers to her work on in the past tense. She's done selling her body. You can also see this visibly. She's covered up on this show.
She's covered up.
Anything?
I'm sorry?
Did you? That's why I'm like, did you notice anything? He said she's covered up.
May I?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Got a nice sweater on, bulky. She's not showing anything off, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
But has he failed to look beneath?
Yeah.
What is she wearing? What is she wearing?
The waist down.
What is she wearing?
She's wearing those like yoga shorts that girls wear at the gym, where you can see their cooch. I mean, it's right going up there between her butt cheek.
Yep.
It's like totally revealing.
Absolutely.
And that's totally visible in the video. You can see when she's sitting, and it's like pantyhose, man.
Right.
It's so tight. It's like
spandex or whatever. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I call them yoga shorts or whatever. I don't know what it's called, but I mean, you might as well be naked down there.
Well,
Because
pretty
you can
much.
see the outline of everything.
Yeah.
But this is the way Christians dress.
100%. Everything's written in
Christian
stone.
women, this is. I'm sure if his wife was dressed like that, being a traditional Catholic, Latin Mass going Catholic, that would be okay for his wife to wear that.
Mark,
Because-
he's a simp. He's a simp. He's a simp. There's no other way to describe this person. This man is a complete pure simp.
He's defending her. He knows if he doesn't know he's in the wrong, then he has no business doing journalism.
Absolutely, 100%.
Because
100%.
this is stuff before you get a person on your thing who was this controversial. Somebody who was in that line of work doing that stuff. Now, great, they apparently converted, and now they're born again Christian. Fantastic. Let's verify it. Let's see are they what they're doing in their life.
Right.
It would have took them 5 minutes. Say 5 minutes.
Even if it took him an hour, you're a journalist. You got to be prepared.
He's got other people that
you
do this
need
stuff.
to be absolutely. So
He's
you
not
need
doing
to
it.
be prepared.
It's,
And what did he say? This is probably the biggest podcast that she's been on.
it probably was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which man. But trying to defend her. Look, she's dressed modestly. She's dressed nicely.
Let's run the clip and let's see what else.
So women are often scantily clad. She's covered up. She's wearing a big hoodie. She's describing whatever you think about this girl. Let's say you think she is.
Hold on a sec. This is we're at 6:09. Let's go back to I think it was 3.5 minutes. I think I saw it somewhere there. Okay. Look at those. And he saw that because we saw it. So he's watching the exact same thing. Yeah,
100%.
She's wearing a hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. But down here, she's practically like naked. If she were to stand up, because listen, fellas, we've all seen those shorts.
Who's that coochie mama?
Man, you see everything. It's like a thong. Like it's literally it's like going up. It follows the crevices of your body.
Absolutely. That's what it does. Could you imagine you and I were wearing spandex and going on a show and we've got a sweater on?
Well, I mean, we were doing it. It would look kind of like.
Well, yeah, you'd have you'd be revealing the family jewels, right?
Yeah, but would that be acceptable? And I'm wearing a big sweater. Would that be okay?
No, absolutely not.
You guys are men. Men, you got to dress modestly. You can't.
It's more provocative when a woman wears that.
Yeah, but apparently that doesn't bother him. And to say that he didn't see it, then he's blind. Like we're all watching it. I noticed it right away.
What was the old quote? Once I was blind, but now I see.
Yeah.
I think we were at 6:09. I think it was.
Was it
not 6? I think it was 6:09. Something like that.
No, I thought it was 9 minutes, wasn't it?
Was it?
Okay, I forgot.
She's wearing a big hoodie.
Oh, here.
She's describing whatever you think about this girl. Let's say you think she is insincere, or she's not a true Christian, or whatever you think about her. You certainly have to admit the first clip is deceptive. It is claiming the opposite of what she is actually saying. And
I'll give him that. That is true what he said now. If that was the only thing that's out there, like he's not bringing up anything that Pearl was showing, the fact that she's like, this is what bugs me. He will not admit to it.
If that was the only thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just referring about this clip, which this clip isn't even a topic.
No.
All the other stuff, the fact that she was still collecting money.
Yeah, 24 hours prior to being on the show.
Yeah. Like, oh, man.
Incredible.
to the point, how do we know you're not lying now? She, think gives a really good answer here, which is, well, the way you know I'm not lying now, or some evidence for that is, previously I was in, and is a fantasy. is grounded in lies about human nature, lies about the purpose of sex, lies about how the sexes relate to one another and how women relate to sexual acts. So that was based on lies, and I lied. Whereas Christianity is grounded in the
Yeah, or is he talking his own opinion? Because she wasn't talking about that. See, was lies then, but as now Christianity, that's not what she was saying on that episode. He's adding to it. He's literally defending her. He might as well just be kissing her behind. Like it's unbelievable what he's doing here.
the truth. Our Lord is the truth himself. And so that is in itself one reason why people are intrinsically engaging in lies. Christianity intrinsically inclines one toward the truth by definition. It seems to me quite scandalous that this clip is going around, that the first clip is going around to insinuate that she's making the opposite point than she's making. And it's scandalous because...
What I find scandalous is the fact that he is not talking about the fact that he's wrong and that she was on his show and she was collecting money and all that stuff. Yeah. And he's like, oh, that's not true.
Absolutely.
You don't even acknowledge it, that and it's all over the internet.
It's all forgotten. It's all forgotten, my friend.
It's still being posted to this day.
I'm saying
people are talking about it, and
for him, that's all forgotten. It's all a thing of the past. It's what we're reflecting on at the moment.
Even forgotten. He's not even bringing it up.
He's not addressing it. No, he's not addressing the fact. No, absolutely not. Yeah,
he will not.
Yeah,
it is so totally lacking in grace, and it's the sort of thing that would seem to me to be leading someone away from Christ. It strikes me that if one is going to err, one should always err on the side of grace. Because you have to ask yourself, what is the end that we're seeking here? The end that I am seeking, at least, is to lead more people to Christ. That's the end that I'm after. So if someone is inclined to go in that direction, to give up a life of sin and vice, and is showing evidence that she wishes to do that, I would like to encourage that person down that.
Absolutely, so would I. But guess what?
Anybody would.
She was still collecting money, buddy.
24 hours prior to the interview.
Yeah.
Again,
months after she got baptized and apparently became born again. So he's like, what is he talking about?
I don't understand. Is she married?
Apparently, yeah. After I think she's only been married a year or something.
Okay, So all this time, I think you heard her say beforehand that she was single. She was single the entire time she was doing OnlyFans. Apparently, and now she's married. And now she's married.
Yeah. Yeah. Now she's married, yeah.
1 + 1 is 2. 2 + 2 is 5. Which one are you going to believe?
Oh, man. This guy, he will not acknowledge. Why doesn't he, what he was saying about Pearl, why doesn't he say, you know what, I was wrong?
Hi, welcome to the Michael. Yeah, hi, welcome to the Michael Simp Show.
Yeah.
That path. I think that would be a good thing. Some people, though, if they're trying to twist her words and make it seem as though she's saying the opposite of what she's really saying, it would seem that those people are intentionally trying to lead someone away from Christ or to put up obstacles that would get in the way of a person.
What's that?
It has nothing to do with that.
Well, because he's just trying to this whole.
It's a cover up. I'm telling you, this is a cover up.
Yeah, I wouldn't even be surprised if maybe somebody on his side put up that video, so he's got something to talk about. I don't know. I don't know. I've never seen what he's referring to this video before. All I know is about all the stuff where they're showing screenshots, the private chats.
Right.
When a guy was saying, "Hey, listen, I see your OnlyFans is open. I heard you converted to Christianity?" And then all of a sudden she's not commenting.
Right.
In the chat. Now maybe it was somebody. She's got people that do her chat. Who knows? Whatever.
Well, that's what she said beforehand, right?
Still, the fact was there's screenshots, everything. It's all documented. Her OnlyFans account was active months after, and the prices were. It wasn't like it was forgotten about. No, the price actually went up. Then it went down.
4 times.
Went up.
4 times.
Yeah. After she became, but we're supposed to,
We call it a sin, sin.
Seeking life in Christ. And that is deeply scandalous. And you will answer for that. If you are putting up obstacles, if you are scandalizing people, scandal, which is a serious sin, you will answer for that someday. So that seems kind of crazy to me. The question you have to ask yourself in all of these conversations is, what is the end we're seeking? This gal got in trouble too because she was asked a question about the Trinity. This is the central mystery of the Christian faith.
Let's see how he answers
how
this.
God has three persons in one divine unity. God is one, and yet we have the Father and the Son and the Holy Ghost. This is the central mystery that we cannot really fully comprehend or articulate. Many have tried. There's a legend about St. Augustine attempting to fully comprehend the Trinity, and an angel mocks him for trying to do something impossible. So anyway, Nala got tripped up on the nature of the Trinity.
No, she didn't get tripped up. She specifically said that Jesus was not God. When the guy goes, Jesus is God, would you agree? She said, no, he's the Son of God. She like through the whole thing. And then later was like, yeah, there's three parts and it's one God. She didn't get tripped up. This guy is like,
And for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, in our previous video, it's clear to see.
Yeah, oh man, like this is literally simp behavior. He's defending her on everything.
Delusional. He's delusional.
And it seems to me there are two ways to engage with that. Either you can say, ha, see, you've fallen into this heresy. I don't know, everyone falls into a heresy when they try to describe the Trinity, just about.
Whoa, no, not everybody.
Those who don't know, and then those who know.
First of all, you ask a Christian, do you believe in the Trinity? Do you believe Jesus is God? And they say yes. So what? They're according to him, they're heretics? No, they're not.
And if they say no,
then it's heretical. It is. It goes against Christianity. If you say no, that Jesus isn't God, or I don't believe in the Trinity, then you're not a Christian. You can claim, you can say, well, yeah, I'm a Christian. You guys are wrong. The Trinity doesn't exist. No, actually, you're wrong, according to Christianity. You know, and he as a Catholic knows this, but he's literally doing whatever he can to just twist words and stuff to defend her,
to make her look not as, as bad.
You know, well, he's talking about scandal. How about the fact that she was deceiving people and that she was still had her OnlyFans and stuff? Like, come on.
Absolutely. All lies. She said it herself.
Yeah.
Whether it's the heresy of modalism, whether it's the heresy of Arianism, which took over half of self-professed Christians in antiquity, with any of these heresies, it's very difficult. Either you can respond and say, ha, gotcha, see, boom, you're not a Christian, get out of here. Or you can say, hey, you're seeking Christ, you're trying to improve yourself, you're trying to grow in sanctity. Here are some ways that maybe, here's a pitfall that sometimes you fall into, but anyway, keep going, just.
That's not a pitfall, man. He's making it sound like, oh, man. The Trinity. She denied the Trinity. She denied that Christ was God. So he's like, what's he? Well, it was a pitfall. Like, oh, man. And he doesn't agree with what he's saying, because I've heard him before. Like he
contradicts himself.
He's doing it to kind of protect her.
Right.
He
not make her look as.
Be honest. You know what the best thing would have been? You know what? I didn't, we didn't look into it. We heard she, and we took it at face value.
And in fact,
she was, converted, and we believed it. But, after, we aired that video, it came to our attention that apparently she was still collecting money from OnlyFans. And you know what? I'm really sorry, guys, that, we didn't look for.
Absolutely. He would have gained much more respect from the audience out there to admit that, you know what? I'm sorry, I failed to do the research on this. These
Absolutely.
Are the facts. 100%, right? Listen, it takes a man to admit that he's wrong.
Yeah.
Right?
And I would right away, man, I would be like, you know what? I like that. I can respect that.
Absolutely, you can respect someone who admits, right?
But he knows he's defending himself and her.
Right.
Like he's trying to, none of that happened. Look, she's a sweetheart.
Sure.
She's,
ex porn star.
Yeah. But now she's She's on our side. You know, she's a Christian.
She's fighting, man. She's fighting the battles, you know?
Yeah. You know.
She's up there with
little
the
pitfalls. You know, we all as Christians, you know, we have these little pitfalls. You know, we may make a mistake here and there, you know, but, you know, look at the fruit of the spirits, you know, as she said.
Judge me by the fruit of the spirit.
Judge me by the fruit of my spirit. Well, I am. That's why we're doing this. And, the judgment doesn't look good on
no.
Oh, man.
Judgment for the plaintiff.
This guy is too, like, I cannot stand what he's doing here.
Yeah.
Do your best, you know, pray, hope, and don't worry. You do your best, God will do the rest.
Sure.
Seems to me that's the thing that we ought to do. But the question then you have to have is, what's the point? If the point is, and this is a broader point even on politics, on cultural battles, if the point is just to dunk on people and own them and degrade them and debase them, then sure, pull every gotcha you possibly can and deceptively edit people and try to make it seem as though they're saying the opposite of what they're saying. Then don't engage in good faith. But if the point is to persuade people and lead them closer to the truth and to help them to grow in sanctity, well, then you should probably do that. You should probably do that. You should probably offer them grace and try to speak the truth in love. Two very different approaches for two very different ways of life, and they'll have two very different consequences. So watch out.
Yeah.
Listen. You have anything to add to the Michael Knowles show?
I honestly, my blood's boiling listening to this guy defending her, knowing full well. I mean, he knows. I'll bet, man, if I was a betting man, I'd bet everything. It's impossible for him to not know. He sees this video apparently circulating, but he's never seen the other ones where she was still collecting money. She still had her account open after she got baptized and all that. He doesn't know anything about that. And the fact that he's defending her when, she tripped up regarding the Trinity.
And yet he's afraid. Right. And yet he's afraid to call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, he's everything to defend her. It's unbelievable. And I would guarantee you, I can't, this is just my opinion. Okay. So I'm not saying in my opinion, if it was a man that was doing that, and then he converted, and then it came out all this stuff, I in my opinion, strongly believe that he would not be defending the man like he's.
Do you know how much heat that man would have on himself? Heat.
Well, what I'm talking about is he wouldn't. In my opinion, I don't believe he would be defending the man. He would say, "Look, the man was lying." Yeah, the man was lying.
Absolutely, that's what I'm saying. You know how much he would have on himself, but yet because it's a female and she's covered up, and
no, I can't prove that. I can't prove it. I don't know what's in his heart, but all I do know is that he knows perfectly well the allegations, and they're not allegations because they're proven.
Right.
But he knows this. He's seen the stuff after. I'm not saying he knew it before he had her on the show, but definitely after, because it's been all over the internet.
Well, they had more than enough time to do their due diligence on this matter. More than enough time.
No, he knows, but he's not bringing that up. That's what's bugging me.
Nor he's going to apologize to Pearl.
Right. In my opinion, he owes Pearl an apology.
A massive apology. Massive apology. Yeah, this is the part 2 on the. Incredible. Well, guys, we are going to wrap this episode up. We'll be back tomorrow for a new episode. And just
a totally different topic.
What's that?
A totally different topic.
A totally different topic.
Yeah.
I think we're all heated up about this topic right now.
Yeah,
so we're just gonna cool things down. We'll try and find different topics, maybe something to more, hopefully on the comedian side than of things. But like I said, subscribe to our channel. We're here every day, daily podcasts here. Not podcasts. What do you want to call it? Or to the mic.
Podcast,
YouTube channel, whatever. But subscribe, and guys, we're here all the time, every day, except for Saturdays and Sundays. We too need a break on that.
That might change, but yeah, for now.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, but anyways, yeah, I gotta go cool down now.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm going outside to get some fresh air.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the same. All right, so guys, thanks for watching. Leave us a comment, and we'll get back to you, and we will see you tomorrow.
You got it.
Okay, bye.